What up, YouTube fam? It's April G Showers, also known as the Bar Queen, and
it's your girl Queen Berry. How y'all doing? What's up, YouTube fam? Hey,
whoop, whoop, whoop. This is episode 1 of the Queen's podcast. We are so excited.
Yes.
So excited.
I'm really excited.
I was so happy when you contacted me. I was like, yes.
Yeah, because it was funny because I think it was late at night, and I just so happened to go on Twitter and seen that you had posted it, and I was like, well, dang, I ain't where April at. I'm not in Kentucky. I was like, I can't do it. So that's when I reached out to you. It was like, well, you don't have to be down here to do it. Let's do it. I'm like, what? Okay.
Yeah, girl. I live in a small town in Tennessee. Ain't nobody here. Ain't nobody.
Right. I was like, well, shoot, if I ain't got to travel, I'm in.
Yeah.
Because I was already talking about like venturing out a little bit more in 2022, like, opening up my box or whatever and just like testing the waters, just like, so when you brought up podcasts, I know that was something that I definitely wanted to get into down the line. So I was like, why not start now?
Speaking of that, tell them a little bit about your channel.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this. It's in the process of being worked on. I don't have an intro, don't have no outro, don't have no name for it. As the channel grows, I'm pretty much just gonna let them decide, what the name will be. But right now, I'm just pretty much working on the content, getting all that, the videos and all that together. So when I drop, I'm just dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's
so it's
exciting.
Pretty much, it's just raw. So it's just like I'm ground and working my way up.
That's exciting. Yeah. I can't wait. I didn't know anything when I started. Nothing.
You're right. That's where I'm at with it.
I didn't have an intro or nothing. I had my name and that was it.
Right. See, I ain't even got the name, so I'm starting like fresh, like with everything.
So what did you think of the Super Bowl halftime show?
Man, let me tell you, April. I felt like I was in a concert because I was cooking at the time. So I was trying to hurry up because I had people coming over. So I'm hurrying up cooking and stuff like that. But I really felt like I was at a concert. Like, to me, it was a moment to see that because it was like beautiful to have all them. I was like, dang, won't they do a tour for real?
Yeah.
Like, I'm definitely paying to go see that.
Yeah.
But it was just like the energy and all of that to me.
Oh, I cried. I'm a crybaby, but it was tears of joy though. Like it was just like, I was so like overwhelmed with like, holy, this is so epic. This is such a wonderful moment for hip hop, because there's never been a hip hop act at the Super Bowl,
and like, pretty much history too, Super Bowl history, like years from now we can go back and be like, yo, we got to witness this, what I'm saying? Like that was a very epic moment for me, because I heard about it before it was starting and stuff, like to talk about it, like they was gonna be so but to be able to actually see it, man, it was like, man. I promise you I could not sit down. I stood up the whole time.
Man, I recorded I don't know if you saw it on Instagram. I recorded myself reacting to it. You can hear me rapping along and singing and what?
I'm talking about and I also seen your recap of all of them, doing all of them on your page. I was cracking up. You doing?
I had homage too, and I did 50 Cent upside down.
Now that was
I'm a motherfucking PIMP.
Right. They did so many emojis on him after that. I was cracking up so many. Yeah, but
what are your thoughts? Because this has been a hot topic of Eminem taking a knee. Like, when you saw that, what was your initial reaction? What did you think it was for? Because I thought it was in honor of Tupac.
I thought, honestly, when I seen that, honestly, I thought it was beautiful. I took it as, when he got on his knee like that, I take it as pretty much, it was just like a respect that he was given to pretty much the world,
Absolutely.
And so when I seen that, that's where I got from it or whatever, just a big respect that he was giving out.
The fact that Dr. Dre started playing, on the piano part of Tupac's I Ain't Mad at You. And that's when Eminem took the knee. That's why I initially thought he was doing it in honor of Tupac. But now, after doing all this research and stuff, I think he did it for both reasons. For as a sign of solidarity and racial injustice, as well as to honor Tupac. Yeah. And I don't have an issue with that. You know, I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You know,
same.
So many people are arguing about it and getting heated over it. And I just, it's like, it's America.
Take it what it was for that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, he really knows what he did it for. We all could sit here and guess and be like, oh, he did it for this or he did it for that. But when he did his show, he did it. He knows what, you know, the cause was behind him doing it. So we can all just have our, you know, suggestions or opinions of what we thought. But at the end of the day, he knew.
And it's America. He has the right. So really, it don't matter why he did it. You know what I mean? That's between him and God, if he believes in God. You know what I mean? Which I'm pretty sure he does. But so yeah, what did you have like a favorite besides the Eminem kneeling part? Did you have like a favorite?
I could say the entire show because they all brought their energy.
Man,
everybody brought the energy to the stage. So I was just like, couldn't keep up with them. Like, okay, oh, there goes Snoop. Oh, all right, there go Mary. There go Eminem. You know, there go Kendrick Lamar. So it was just like the entire show was like my favorite. And to be able to see all them, because you know they OGs. You know, we grew up. To them, and to be able to just see that, I'm like, that there go the hip hop, there goes, you know what I'm saying, what me personally young growing up to and seeing. So it's just like,
how old are you?
I'm 38.
Okay,
I'll be 39 in April.
Okay, I'm 41. I'll be 42 in October. So we're real close. Okay. We're real close in age. So yeah, we both grew up watching.
Yeah.
I didn't know 50 Cent was gonna be there. So when 50 Cent came, I was like, holy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. You know?
I didn't know that either. I heard of the other names, but 50, because I was showing up jamming to 52 in the clubs when I used to go.
Hell yeah. I've got his album Get Rich or Die Trying right over here.
Yeah, I love all his movies and stuff like that too. So yeah,
I love 50 Cent.
But yeah,
he's really good at directing and producing.
Very good.
Oh my goodness.
Like, yes.
Mary J. Blige. So I knew she was gonna perform Family Affair. Like I kind of had that idea. But my favorite song by her is No More Drama. So when she broke out into No More Drama, I was,
So you actually, like, I like that song too, but I know when I was like listening to the radio, I think it was 107.9, they were pretty much saying that they didn't think that should have been a song for that type of, but when I watched it, I was just like, she was still killing it, you know, but again, that's their opinion.
Exactly.
You know, but I
think she did it because people who are Mary J. Blige fans know that song. Like that's one of her biggest hits, you know. So I was glad she did it. But I do see where, you know, in that setting, people could say it's kind of not the setting for it because you expect everything to be hype. You know?
Right.
But I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah. To me, she killed it. Like
Kendrick Lamar, he killed it. And when he started going, I'm talking, everybody forgot about Dre. I'm talking NWA. I was like,
yeah.
I was getting ready for Eminem.
Yeah, it just felt like a real concert. And then it made me think like, oh, what if they really did a concert with all them? That would be.
I would go wherever and do whatever I had to do.
I would definitely.
It's on my bucket list.
They sure would.
Blitz. But it's on my bucket list to see Eminem live before I die somehow, some way. So,
and it will definitely happen.
We'll see. He
It will
hasn't
definitely happen.
he hasn't toured in a long time, so I
Well,
don't know.
hopefully he tours back up so you can get that off your bucket list.
I hope so. So what's some more things you would like to talk about?
Well, let's get on that subject that you said we should talk about. Remember when I was like, that's why I like to call?
Yes.
Because
yes,
you know, sometimes your messages can be read wrong.
texting versus talking.
Right. So now I'm a Taurus, so sometimes, you know, I can be petty at times. So sometimes when I do send messages, I am saying if you don't get in your room, but yeah, sometimes they can get misread.
Yeah, I
so
completely taken out of context. It's happened to me a million times. Both sides, like I've taken things out of context, and then people have taken things I've either like posted on Twitter or Instagram or a comment or a text or something. And like this day and age, and it makes me sad for our kids. I think it actually impairs our kids socially,
right,
to be able to interact, especially like my son, he's an only child, so he don't have, you know what I mean?
right.
But it's like everything's just this. Nobody.
Yeah, and right. And see, that's my thing. I'm old school. I'm calling.
Yeah.
And I always say too, like, for an example, me and you know each other, and I know you real well. Nobody should be able to tell me about you, and like vice versa.
Exactly.
Like I'm the person, like, even if I read and I may misread a text message, but as soon as I read the message, I'm picking up the phone and calling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the messages can determine if they're being funny or not. Because if I read your message and I do feel it like it's some type of way, and I pick up and call you, you don't answer.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking like, okay. So that message that you sent me was meant. Because if you ain't finna call me back in the next 30 or an hour or whatever, I'm gonna take that message like, you know what I'm saying, how you sent it. Or whatever. And then I'm gonna go off, you know what I'm saying, like how that is. So, you know, but yeah, I'm more so like pick up, let's talk. Yeah. Because I can hear your voice, you can hear mine, and you know, you don't have to get off that phone call like, right, you know, lost or y'all have an understanding, like, yeah, because there's no emotion in text, you know, or DMs. Right. There's no emotion. Yeah. So the person who's receiving it could take it however, and you could have not meant it like that at all. You know, and that's happened to me so many times. So many times. I'm guilty. Like I get paranoid that people are mad at me a lot. For an example, with me, you was like, I'm like, LOL, like April, no, I promise you. It's like, that's remember I told you that. See, that's why I like talking to people, because I don't want you thinking, you know, getting a wrong impression. Like I'm like, oh no, but really, I'm just like, I'm cool. Yeah, it can go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I just rather just pick up and talk. Yeah, I just, and like if I text someone and then they never respond, and then I'm like, okay, well they got a busy life, I get it, but then I text them again, say a week later, still no response. Then I start thinking, what have I done? What have I done? Within that text message, you see them doing videos and stuff like that. You're like, oh, okay. So I know you see me texting, or I know you see me call, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and keep doing what you're doing for about another week. It's like, so you're ignoring me, okay? Because I know you seen my shit. You know, I do send people messages on Instagram on purpose, so because it'll show you when they read it. It'll say seen. There's a way you can make it to where people don't know that you know that you read it. But and on Twitter, I didn't know this till just like a month ago or so, that the little check mark turns blue when the person reads the message. Your message. I didn't know that. And I'm sorry, but that's the one thing that like eggs me, is that and especially if I'm asking a question or something like that, and I can see a little eyeball, so I know you read it or something, and I don't get no response, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm a Taurus. I can get petty too. So when you go messaging me, I'm gonna just look at it from my phone. I'm not even gonna open it, and it's just gonna stay like that.
Right. But you know what? I'm so OCD. I can't have one, like right now. I have a missed call. You know how on the iPhones that have the little red badges?
Mm-hmm.
I can't have one on my phone.
Oh my God.
It drives me crazy. I can't.
We are just alike because I do that too. I do that. Like the only text message that I save in my phone that I keep in my phone is literally my mother, my 2 sisters, my husband, and that's it. Everything else I have to delete out my phone. Yep. I can't stand the little email numbers. I can't stand the little Twitter numbers. I can't stand any missed calls or messages. Like everything has to be like, I can't stand that. Like,
I have all notifications on my phone turned off except for calls and texts. And even then, my phone is always 24/7 on Do Not Disturb. Always.
Okay. So that's good to know because, you know, like I know when to reach you and you know when to reach me because I'm like, I'm morning, like I'm day, you night.
Yeah.
So I know I can get you at night and you know you can get me in the morning because my mornings be starting from like 3 a.m. in the morning.
I'm still up. Still up. I ain't even been to bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What time you go to bed?
It all depends. Sometimes it's early. It all depends with the kids and things like that. But then sometimes when I just don't want to go to sleep, it can be anywhere from 2-3 o'clock in the morning. And then I end up waking up, it's crazy, at like maybe 4 or 5. And then my day starts. So I've been up a whole entire day.
So would you say you have insomnia or is that just your routine?
No, I think it's been like that since I've had kids. Because other than that, I could sleep it in, but adjusting to them, it kind of like, you know, it just grew on me.
And how old are your kids?
Well, my son just turned 5 on the 17th, Jaden. So now
happy birthday.
Yep, 5, 6, and 12. So they all, yep. So that's where we at. Full. Yep, and you see it's quiet, right? Dropping straight off at Mom's. Look, Mom, I'm gonna be, because other than that, baby, it would have been Mama. Mama.
Yeah.
Which is cool, but I had already planned this like on Thursday. I was like, look, Mom, drop the kids off, bring them to your house, because I already know it's not even necessarily my 12-year-old, it's the toddlers, it's the 5 and the 6-year-old.
Right. My son, see, he's 14, he'll be 15 in August, getting his driver's permit. Oh my God, I hate it. I
know you're dreading that.
Girl, though, did you know I looked up like the requirements now? They have 4 in the state of Tennessee anyway. There's 4 different driver's licenses now.
Wow.
There's your permit.
I know about
you get an intermediate restricted license when you turn 16 as long as you meet the requirements. Then you get an intermediate unrestricted license when you turn 17 as long as you meet the requirements. Then you get a Class D driver's license like ours when you turn 18, but it says under 21 on the license. And it expires when you turn 21 and you have to, then you get like a regular.
I wonder if they're doing it because it's been like so many young accidents and deaths and things like that. I wonder if they did that because I know when I was getting mine, all we had to do was take the test and then the driver's test and then boom, we got our license. So
I got my permit the day I turned 15. I got my driver's license the day I turned 16.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Like it was just 1-2. You didn't have to go through all that. But I can see why, you know, because.
And when they get their intermediate restricted license when they're 16, they can only have one person in the car with them. My son was so pissed.
Only one person?
One person. So like a group of friends can't be riding around if they're all 16.
Oh, and see, that was even different.
Yeah.
You know, once you had, you can ride around.
We used to ride back roads. Damn, and
smoke, they got it real strict. They got it real strict.
I'm happy about it. Of course, he's not, But I'm very happy about it.
So that means if like he'll pretty much be driving by himself. And I'm thinking, well, this is just my opinion. They probably doing that too because it's a lot of distraction when you got your friends stuff in the car.
Well, you can have one passenger.
Okay. So you can have one passenger, but you can't have nobody in the back.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's and that's what is it a certain age or that's
when you turn 16.
Oh, okay.
And then that lasts till you turn 17.
All right. But, so when he turns 18, he'll be able to have.
Well, when he turns 17, as long as he don't have more than 6 points on his driving record, you can't have not even one car wreck that was your fault, or you can't get the next level 2 license. That's crazy. I mean, I think it's a good thing, but it's crazy because it's so different from when I was a teenager.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that's different.
Since
when we was, younger. Us pretty much, like you said, today you got more of this now. People in their phones. I'm like, when I was growing up, we was outside climbing trees. As long my mom was like, as long as y'all make it home before them porch lights come on. The porch lights come on, we on our bike. Yeah, street lights, we like on our bikes, like shoot. Oh, they're gonna first light. Oh, they're gonna another one. Yeah, we was climbing trees. We was outside all night with no worries. It's like today.
And now you can't really let your kids go outside unless you're going to be out there watching them.
And that's me. And see, and that's how I am too. Like, I don't know who all can relate, but when we go to Chuck E. Cheese, when we be going to any of those big places, my eyes are on my kids.
Always.
I'm with them. I don't care if you got your kids right. I don't care if you got your kids. Me and my husband, like I got Jaden Kate. Okay, I got Steven. Okay, like we are not just letting them run around.
Right.
Like I'm not.
I'm the same way.
And then I'll be trying to feel like I'll be like, okay, I know they kids and they want to be kids. I'm like, am I, too strict? But I'm like, no, at the end of the day, it's like, no, I'm not, because I'm gonna just tell you what happened. So, when we go to Chuck E. Cheese, they put the little stamps on it. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, so are y'all able to keep up with like who comes in and who comes out? They like, oh yeah. I sat there on the side and watched like 2 or 3 kids.
You like me, I swear.
Without no stamp on their hand. And I just sat there and I said, y'all said y'all watching, y'all know who come on in here and things like that. But I just seen 2, 3 people walk in without y'all checking their stamps. So how's it, me in my mind, how's that safe?
What they say, I bet they were like, what were they speechless? What'd they say?
Nothing. They didn't say anything. And I was like, see, that's my thing. This is why I'm always like, look, y'all. Yeah. Stay close.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm the same way. And I mean, as a parent, it's our job to protect our kids the best as we can, We
can. Right.
And I'm extremely, I have PTSD from the school shooting. So I'm extreme. I'm I'm hyper vigilant. Like I'm always watching all around me, everywhere, like it's overwhelming at times. But
and it can be.
It's very overwhelming at times. But I have one kid. I was one and done. That's all I wanted. And I prayed for a boy.
And you got it. You got your one.
God knew what I needed.
You got your one and you got your boy. So that's all you wanted. You got it.
And he was born on Michael Jackson's birthday, and I named him after Michael Jackson. I named him Jackson.
Yeah, you and the hubby Michael Jackson fans.
You're not a Michael Jackson fan?
Yeah, I love Michael. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I love Michael, but I didn't know I could find somebody that loved him even more than I loved him.
Yeah.
When I met my husband, I was like, okay, yeah, you are Michael.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Michael Jackson's above Tupac on my wall up there.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see. There too. Can you see him? Hold up.
Okay, yep. I see him.
Billie Jean, okay. That's my favorite Michael Jackson song.
So, I was just, strolling through Instagram and I seen your video today and I was like, okay, April, okay. I see you.
Thank you.
And I actually like that because, and I'm not gonna lie, what brought me to your channel was I was just, strolling one day, and then my husband was telling me about you. So, I clicked on your page and stuff, and I think you started to you was break down and you were crying and stuff like that, and you was telling your story and things like that, and I started crying with you. And I was like, oh yeah, off top, I was like, you bring the feel where when we come into your channel, we can pretty much let our guards down. We can show our emotional side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can pretty much just let the things roll off our shoulders when we come on your page, because you show all those different types of emotions and things like that. So when I come in there, and I'm looking to cry, I'm finna go in there and look to cry. When I come in on your channel, I'm looking to laugh, I'm finna come in to get a good laugh. So it's just like you bring, you just real.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And some people may not be able to take that. Some people may not be able to,
a lot of
actually
people
understand that. But at the end of the day, as long as you remain who you are, who cares?
I made a vow when I started my channel, November 10th, 2019. I made a vow to myself and God. I said, no matter how big I may or may not get, I am always going to stay me, April, good, bad, and ugly, all the time. And if people like it, cool. And if people don't, cool. Not everybody's going to like that.
I mean, at the end of the day,
yeah. A lot of people think, you shouldn't show emotion like that. You shouldn't, bare your soul like that. But like what a lot of people don't understand, like me being a recovering addict, I learned, for almost 15 years, I was in active addiction, and I bottled everything, every feeling, every emotion inside. And I numbed myself to not have to feel and to not be emotional and that kind of stuff. Because I grew up with a very religious, strict father who, was like, suck it up, and crying is a sign of weakness, and therapy is for sissies, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so, and then when I went to rehab in 2011, and then went to NA, Narcotics Anonymous, and worked the 12 steps after rehab, I learned how very, very important it is for my recovery to allow myself to feel whatever it is that I need to feel, whether it's joy, pain, sadness, anger, hurt, grief, whatever it is.
I mean, and you got to, because this is the thing. The reason why you have to be you, because you never know when you are saving someone.
Yeah.
Like somebody could be going through it, and that day they decide to click on your channel or click on this person's channel or click, and you didn't save that person, not even knowing you didn't save that person, because that person may have been going through something that they needed to get out, and they decided to say, hey, I'm gonna click on this channel today, and something within that channel caught their attention to say, hey, I want to live. Like me, I'm in the morning, I'm a morning person. I know a lot of people are not like morning people. I'm good morning. I'll never forget this. I was going to work, my daily routine. Morning, y'all. Morning. Said good morning to a complete stranger. I was on my way up, and he was on his way out. Said good morning to him, not knowing that my good morning saved that man's life that day. He told me after I said good morning, he said, because you said good morning to me, he said, I'm going to tell you, I was on my way to go commit suicide. I was on my way to go kill myself because I felt like I wasn't being seen. But he said, it took you to tell me good morning.
You're going to make me cry now.
You get to cry. No, but let me tell you, that stuck with me.
That's beautiful.
It shocked me at the same time. And I was like, I just, pretty much want to let you know that you are loved.
Something that simple.
Something that simple. That good morning saved this man's life. He was on his way to go kill himself. Man. And he said, because you said good morning and noticed me, you want to live. And that story sticks with me. It never changes because, you know, like, that's what I was just saying. Like, you just never know who you saving or who you helping.
Exactly. I have had people comment, especially on my reaction to Darkness by Eminem and my reaction to How Could You Leave Us by NF. Those were my two most difficult reactions I've ever done in my life. But they're also, oddly enough, my favorite reactions that I've done, because they were very therapeutic, but I bawled like a baby in both of them. And both of them, I only reacted to the audio because at that time I didn't even know how to pull up videos.
Right.
With you know, like I said, when I started, I didn't know jack shit.
And where I'm at right now. But
I just said screw it. It started, and you know, learned as I went. It was actually my son. He was 12 at the time. Figured out how to pull the videos up for me. But I had people comment on both of those videos, especially the "How Could You Leave Us" by NF. Have you heard that?
I haven't heard that one yet, but that may be something good, a good suggestion for me to listen to.
Yeah, watch my reaction to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm about to get put on to a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna let you know that right now.
NF's in my top 5. I'm a sucker for substance. I love substance in music. Like you know, there's so many songs. Eminem's "A Rose," "Darkness," in it. Every NF song is deep as hell. All of them. Crips got a lot of good substance-filled songs. Blitz, you know, everything. Stings.
Yeah.
You know, it's just so many. I'm a sucker for substance, and yeah, watch the music video of "How Could You Leave Us" by NF.
Okay.
And it's a true story, which makes it even.
I love true stories.
And he's a phenomenal storyteller, and it's about his mother, who overdosed on pills, which was my drug of choice. And so, you know, I have been there. I never overdosed, thank God. But you know, I don't see how I didn't. It was only by the grace of God that I didn't, and that I'm still alive. I would take 10 at one time.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't even feel them anymore. I took them to just not be sick and to feel normal, you know.
Right. At that time.
It's crazy. But then also too, I've also been the loved one of an addict, alcoholic, who passed away from it, which was my big brother. So that song really just hit all the way home. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my gosh, like, and the Darkness, of course. I mean, you've heard Darkness by Eminem. About the Las Vegas shooting.
No, I haven't heard that, April. Don't shoot me. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna just keep it all.
I'm just to give you some links.
I'm open. Yes, I'm about to say I'm open to listen to all music, but
me too.
I listen to hip hop. I love R&B.
R&B is my favorite genre. R&B is my favorite genre.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? We all have our different goes to and things like that. So, you know, don't judge me or don't.
Oh, I'm not judging you.
Now, I'm open, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying I'm open to listening to them, but I'm not going to sit on here live and be like, oh, yeah, I heard it. Yeah, and I haven't heard it. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'll send you the links.
Throw them at me. That's what I was about to say. Throw them at me, and I'll listen and get back to you on them. Though.
I will definitely send you links to both of those because, and you're a big TV movie buff too, though, right?
Yeah, and that's
more show.
Yeah, that I love.
Yeah,
because you name some movies and you name some TV shows, and I'm all over it. I'm like, yeah.
Hey, one of my favorite movies, comedy wise, is Life. Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, I can tell you one of my favorites is The Brothers. You ain't seen that with the two brothers?
Who's in it?
Oh, don't do it. I ain't good with names, Lord. Have you? As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and.
Oh yeah, we can Google these days. I always forget that.
Google is your best friend. That's one of my favorite shows. Now I don't be knowing everybody up in it, but I know.
Oh, if it's a new one, then I haven't seen. Oh, it's old.
Yeah,
it's a show or a movie.
It's a movie. It's called The Brothers. I'll tell you that in a minute.
Is it The Brothers or Four Brothers?
No, not Four Brothers. I've seen that too, but not that one.
My favorite scene though out of Life is the "You gonna eat your cornbread."
Let me see. Am I saying it wrong? I thought it was because they be in a lot of stuff too.
Here's The Brothers from 2001.
And who win it?
Let's see. Morris Chestnut, Shamar Moore, Bill Bellamy, D.L. Hughley.
I think I'm saying this because this is a comedian one, so I think I'm saying it wrong. It's definitely not. They definitely not in it. I gotta get it. I'm gonna get it to you though. It's gonna come to me. Watch once I'm done. Once we done doing this, I'm gonna be like, oh, this one because it's more. You laugh. I'm probably saying this wrong. Oh, forgive me if I am. It might be a whole nother name. So.
They're Step Brothers.
There is the Step Brothers. I think it's Step Brothers.
Will Ferrell.
Yep. It's Step Brothers.
I've seen Step Brothers. If it's Step Brothers.
I'm talking about the brothers. No, it's Step Brothers. Yes. Yeah. That's like my favorite. Yep.
That's a good one.
That's it.
Yeah, that's got Will Ferrell and what's his face?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, that movie.
So that's hilarious. Yes. Oh, you talk about a good laugh. Woo, that's the one to go watch. What's his name too? Is it Adam Sandler?
No, I love Adam Sandler.
Anything with him.
Oh, I love Adam. Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. Oh my God. I love Adam Sandler. I have all my OD, not all of them, but a lot of my favorite old DVDs over here with my favorite CDs on my little stand over here. My Best Friend's Girlfriend. Have you seen that? It's a comedy. It's hilarious. My Best Friend's Girlfriend.
I seen Waterboy.
This one ain't Adam Sandler. It's this is what it looks like. It's My Best Friend's Girl. This is what it looks like.
That looks familiar.
It's one of the most hilarious movies
looks familiar
I've ever seen in my life.
Another one of my favorite ones, it's not even funny, but it's called Ghost. Have you seen that with
Honey, yes. Woo, Demi Moore, Patrick Swayze.
And Dirty Dancing.
Girl, I got all them over here.
Oh my God. Look. Yes. Oh my God.
I love Grease.
Oh my God. Let me tell you something.
My Girl.
Grease is like my favorite. Yep, My Girl.
Grease is my favorite musical.
Yes, mine too.
I love Grease. I love Footloose.
Yep, I watched that. And it was so fun. It'd be so crazy sometimes because I could be sometimes like, when I look at movies, and the thing about me is I don't like to read. You know how they have the captions and things like that. Sometimes I don't even like reading that. I'll just go right into the movie. Like I'm on Netflix right now. I just started this show. I kept reading it, but I was like, okay, that title too long. But I was like, let me go in here and just watch it because I always stroll through some movies and then all of a sudden I click on and be like, dang, I done went over a whole month strolling over and the whole time you was like really good. So this one I'm watching right now on Netflix. And so far, really good. It's called, I gotta read it because It's called The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window.
Damn,
So
that's a long ass.
That's a long title, but hey,
The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window.
Right. So that's why I kept struggling.
That sounds kind of creepy.
That's too long of a title, but I actually got into it yesterday, and I'm on yesterday now. Now each episode is like, this one's not too long, it's like 25 something minutes long or whatever, but I'm already on episode 7. And I started yesterday.
Hey girl, let me tell you, I've got 2 episodes left of The Handmaid's Tale on Hulu. Ooh, girl, that's my shit. That is my shit.
Now, let me tell you something.
I've got 2 episodes
left.
They
always drop 4. It. I'm not even gonna say anything, but they always drop the new season in my birthday month, which is April.
Now,
let me tell you something. I'm definitely going to do a review on that. That is my show. I done put a lot of people on it. I was like, you ain't seen The Handmaid's Tale?
I put my mama on it. Look, girl, she's on season 4 already, and I just told her about it 3 days ago.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. When I like something, I smoke through them things.
Honey,
Handmaid's Tale,
I watch
Game of Thrones.
Season.
Yes, Game of Thrones.
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Ooh.
But I've heard so much about it. I want to watch it, but I don't think it's on any of the things, is it? It's not on Hulu or Netflix.
It should be up. You should be able to. I got to see where you can find it and let you know, but it should be somewhere where you can watch. Like me, if I like something, I'm sorry, and they ain't got the rest of it, I'm paying for it. Because I'm like, yo, I can't wait. I want to see the rest of this, the rest of that. But yes, Game of Thrones, Money Heist,
Sons of Anarchy.
Sometimes I don't be knowing. Yep, I watched that. But sometimes I don't be knowing like the title. It'd been a while ago that I watched the movie, so I probably seen it. You seen it? I'm like, okay, I think I've seen that, or I've seen that.
Dexter.
I love Dexter.
It's coming out.
Dexter was the reason why it is already out.
Is it?
Yes, the new one.
Oh, I gotta watch it because I was so pissed off at the way it ended. I was so mad at the way it ended.
Dexter, that, and I haven't watched that new one yet, but yes, I think they dropped that one. They did drop that one already.
Shameless. Have you watched? I love Shameless.
Oh yes, that's funny. And oh my god.
Orange is the New Black. Have you watched? If you have not watched this on Netflix, you have got to watch this.
Y'all better be taking all these movies in because his name is some good ones.
Yes. Nurse Jackie.
Let me see. Is that on Netflix?
Yes.
You told me about that one too. Let me see.
Honey, when I started watching that one, I watched, I think there's 7 seasons. I watched 7 seasons in like a week.
To me too. That to me is a good one. I don't know why they ended the season with that. They could have kept going with that one. That one was really good. But
I heard Ozark was good, but I've not watched it.
Yeah, I watched a few episodes with Ozark. I heard it's really, really good too. I'll probably have to get back into it because what happens is I'm into something at that time watching it. I'm not going to give the other show my full potential, like The Witcher. I must have been hooked on Game of Thrones or something. It had to be something else to catch my attention because when I finally it was just last year that I watched The Witcher from the beginning and then the new season and all that, and I loved it. I was like, dang, I'm sorry I slept on you. Another one on Netflix is Dr. Foster.
Okay. I'm thinking of House. Have you seen
now,
House?
You hear it now. It ain't so. When you hear Dr. Foster, you think it's probably gonna be about a doctor, this, that, and the other, and stuff like that. But it is a total twist.
Okay.
When you watch it.
Do you like Grey's Anatomy?
I haven't got into Grey's Anatomy.
Woo, girl.
Another one is Schitt's Creek. Have you seen that?
Yes. I've watched every season. I love it. It's hilarious.
Now that is my show. Oh my god. I love all of them in there. They are, man, hilarious, Lord.
Great actors.
Good Girls.
Yes. Love Good Girls. I'm like, I would be one of them bitch. Mad Men too is on Netflix. Have you watched Mad Men?
Let me see.
Let me tell you, Mad Men, you know the lead actress in Handmaid's Tale, Elizabeth Moss.
June, you know what?
June in Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, I know you're talking about June.
She plays in Mad Men. I watched every season of
And you
Mad
said
Men.
it's on Netflix?
Mad Men.
Oh, Mad Men. It's not pulling up for me.
Did they take it off?
Oh, have you seen the Queen's Gambit?
Uh-uh.
Oh, that's good. You got to watch that too. That's really good. Look at us. We done got into movies. Hey, this is what we talk about.
That's what we said we was gonna do.
So what y'all can do is write some movies down because we're giving y'all some good ones now.
And also tell us in the comments any topic y'all might want to hear us talk about. You know what I mean? Anything.
This is where you can pretty much Startup is good. I'm just gonna name a few real quick because I didn't watch these already. Bridgerton, Startup,
Wentworth,
All American.
Have you watched Wentworth?
I just seen that on here. I have not seen that yet.
It's better than Orange is the New Black.
Is it?
Yes. I hadn't watched The Walking Dead yet. Sons of Anarchy is amazing. Let me look up Mad.
Oh, okay.
Mad Men. Did they take
The
it
Harlots
off?
is good on Hulu too. If you ain't seen that, The Harlots.
I hadn't seen The Harlots.
Yep, that's on Hulu. That's pretty good.
They took Mad Men off. What the hell?
Yeah, because I was about to say it wouldn't pull. It was not pulling up for me.
Let me look and see if it's on Hulu.
Yep. So those movies is pretty much some good ones that we name, baby.
Oh yes.
I pretty much too like to I like the movies that actually get right into it, if that makes sense.
I do too. I don't like if it's got a real slow start to it. I won't keep watching it.
Something. And but I never go off somebody say, oh, you don't want to watch that because that ain't good. I always take it for myself because what's not good for you may not be good for you, but I may actually really like it. So but yeah, that's me. That's where I'm at, baby. If I ain't working or nothing like that and I got my downtime, baby, I'm on these TV shows. Like I just got done watching Tyler Perry, The Oval.
I hadn't seen
that. When I tell you that right there.
I hadn't seen that one and I love Tyler Perry.
Yes, when I tell you Tyler Perry did his thing when he wrote that one, because I also watched Scandal. So if you watch Scandal.
Oh, I love Scandal.
Then
and what's he called?
You definitely
How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah. Now let me tell you something about How to Get Away with Murder. I think I started that if I'm not sure, those two kind of like at the same time, and Scandal kind of took me. And I think I need to go back and watch because I watched the first few episodes and I was like, oh, this is good. But I think I need to double back on that one to actually watch it because I heard it's really good.
It's on Hulu. And then This Is Us on Hulu.
Now, let me tell you this. As far as This Is Us, I've tried to watch that I promise you. I gave it a chance like maybe 2 or 3 times and I was just like, I can't not get into this. But I heard that was good too. But I can't get into it. Yeah. Some stuff I can get into, but it's just like I couldn't get into that for some reason.
So Mad Men, if you have Amazon Prime,
got that,
or YouTube Premium, you can watch it on either one of those.
Okay.
It was in 2007, and there's 7 seasons.
Okay, so I see it then.
That's got the lead actress in Handmaid's Tale. She plays in that.
Oh, I'm definitely, and see, that's another thing that gets me to go to these different movies is when you see somebody that was real good in one movie, you see them, I'm gonna watch this.
Yes.
Because I know you good. That right there, that movie, I don't know. A lot of people say, oh, I can't get into it because it's just too, but I'm like, look, they was regular women working regular jobs and then just out of nowhere, the credit cards and all this stuff stopped and they got taken. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to give the whole thing away because you really got to watch it. But I'm like, it could be like that going on somewhere in this world that we don't know about. Like when I be watching sometimes movies and stuff like that, I be like, yo, people be writing this stuff and writing that stuff. Sometimes you got to take heed,
and see, going on. The Handmaid's Tale is based, on a novel written by, I forget what her name is, and so what it's supposed to be like the future of America, And, people are crazy if they think that can't happen to us because it certainly can. And
as I'm saying, it's just regular,
like the movie The Purge. Have you seen The Purge?
Yes, I seen that. I seen all those.
I hadn't seen but the first one, but they had this on sale on Amazon for $5. all 3 of them in one.
Oh, okay.
So I've got to watch the other 2. You gotta watch
them. Just like I don't know if you've seen it now, but Don't Look Up. That's on Netflix right now too. And that was pretty much about Don't Look Up. Yep. That was about some astronomers pretty much trying to warn mankind that this planet killing thing is getting ready to come. You know, what is it? Planet killing
meteor.
Yeah, it's pretty much getting ready to swipe the whole world out, and they got less than 6 months, and these people was taking them as jokes and everything, like laughing, like because they was just like students at a university, the professor that discovered this. So people kept joking and stuff like that, and it wasn't until it got close to time, and then they had time to actually stop it, but instead they thought about blowing it up and getting the minerals so they can make money. So they was just like, no, we ain't gonna blow it up. And just to make some sense, you have to watch it. It's really, really good. But it had me in deep thought, like, that can happen.
It can. I watched an interview, or it's actually a podcast. What? It was Joe Rogan. It was before all this shit came out about him recently. But he was talking to this guy. It's an older man. Oh man, he made me cry. Surprise, surprise. He was talking about he used to work at Area 51 for the government.
Okay.
And he released a lot of classified information, I would consider it, you know. And I was so into that. That interview was like almost 3 hours long.
Which probably felt like an hour to you.
Oh man, it went by so fast. Because when you be into something,
you be like, that's it?
And it was real. I mean, the dude had pictures and everything, like of all these different spaceships that the United States has in this building. And trying to prove that there's life out there elsewhere besides on Earth.
Yeah.
And one of the spaceships was like floating or whatever, and they couldn't figure out what the hell the fuel was for it. Like how the hell, like the technology for it was so far advanced over what our technology is now, and we have hella technology now that they still hadn't figured it out. And every so often they go out, and this was in the desert, I think of Nevada, and they late at night when they know there's little to no traffic out, they'll take these different spaceships and do trial runs with them. And so this man actually showed 2 of his friends like where he lived. They went and drove out like to the desert,
and that's where they mostly like to come, and I'm open
and like camped out. And sure enough, you know, because his friends didn't believe him. You know what I mean? They're like, oh man, you know. And sure enough, they start seeing the damn spaceship go, you know, like, and they're like, what the? You know what I'm saying? And then, but see, he worked obviously for the government.
Yeah, it's supposed to be classified, quiet, nothing
and
said.
He planned to only show them one time, but they were so intrigued that they wanted to go back. So they went back, and the government followed them and caught him. And he could have went to prison, but he didn't. And he was, God love his soul, he was terrified telling these stories. Like you could see the fear in it.
And I'm trying to see, because it's something similar to that I was watching, and I want to know if I watched the same thing, but I have to figure that out. But I think they was telling the story about that too.
But it was was on Joe Rogan podcast.
I have to look that up.
I watched that like 2 or 3 months ago, and it freaked me out because I've always been very skeptical about aliens. I really have. I'm not gonna lie. Very, very, very skeptical.
Right.
I mean, nothing would surprise me because who knows, but I'm just skeptical about it. I don't.
Yeah. And you have to be like, because we ain't gonna never know everything.
What do you think aliens exist?
I mean, me personally, now don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm open minded. I open up to everything. So I've
Yeah.
watched things like that or whatever. Have I ever seen one? No, but I do, get into all that type of stuff or whatever. I mean, but I'm not gonna say they not real or whatever. It's just like I haven't seen one personally myself, although I do like watching, documentaries and things like that on them or whatever. But I have yet to see one.
I don't like sci-fi movies and stuff. Like I'm not
really.
No, I don't like Star Wars. I don't like Star Trek. I'm just not into that stuff. I could
like my thing is as far as
never
sci-fi,
get into it.
Sci-fi has some their movies, like they have some good movies or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can get why a lot of people say, "Oh no, I don't," like them, but I give them a try. Like I said, I give everything a try.
Yeah,
they got some good movies on there that you can watch.
I tried to give Star Wars a chance, because Star Wars is a huge thing. There's so many Star Wars fans.
Yeah, and Star Trek. You said Star Trek, right?
Yeah, and Star Trek is from it started, I think, back in the 70s, the TV show. My stepdad was real into it. Startrek.
Yeah, that's what
with William Shatner and all that.
Okay, yeah, like I like watching it too. That was one of my favorite shows, but it's the one that
See, I never could get into it.
I love well, yeah, that was pretty good for me. I do like that, but I like a lot of war movies too.
I love war movies. My favorite, what's it called with Mel Gibson?
My favorite one is Braveheart.
Oh, I love Braveheart. Yes. But Mel Gibson's in that, but this is like an actual like war, like what's the name? It's based on a true story.
Well, then you have to watch the Vikings. You have to watch. You definitely have to watch Game of Thrones.
Okay.
You definitely have to watch that then if you like war movies.
I love war movies. Hold on, let me see. Mel Gibson, War. We Were Soldiers. That's the one.
Have I seen that one?
Oh, girl.
If I haven't seen that one, I'm definitely gonna start that one today.
It's from 2002 and it's based on a true story. And oh my God. You like the show
where can
Army
I watch
Wives?
This at? Army Wives? No, I won't. I can't get in. Is that like a little a reality TV show?
No, it's like a drama TV show.
It's on what, Netflix? What is it on?
It was on Netflix. I've already watched it, all the seasons. No, it's not. So it's not a it's not a reality.
Oh,
Army Wives.
You know what? I skipped over this.
It's so good. Don't sleep on it. I promise you'll like it. If you like war movies, you'll love Army Wives.
Okay.
It's like a drama about wives who, have to go and live on bases while their husbands. It's actors. It's not reality TV.
Okay. Okay.
You can watch it on Netflix. You can watch it.
And what is it called again?
We Were Soldiers.
Okay. I see it.
And it's just a 2.5 hour long movie. And it's absolutely amazing. And you will cry.
Oh, I will cry.
Yes, you will.
Because I'm one of them too. If it touches me deep,
it's gonna touch you.
I'm gonna cry.
It's gonna touch.
I see, and Braveheart is on Netflix too. That was my show. Now
you can watch it on Amazon Prime too.
It's a long movie, but it is worth the watch. It is worth the watch. I'm just talking about Braveheart.
Oh yeah, I love Braveheart.
Yes, that's like one of my favorite war movies.
Saving Private Ryan. Full Metal Jacket. Oh, that's one of the best war movies. Oh my God. Have you seen Full Metal Jacket?
No, that's what I was looking up right now.
Oh my God. Girl, that's a classic.
It's definitely not on Netflix.
You can watch it on Amazon. Well, Amazon Prime, but you have to rent it for $3.99.
Is it worth me renting it?
It's in my top 3 war movies.
Okay.
But so it's up to you. I mean,
okay, I see it on here.
We might like different things when it comes to war movies. So,
yeah. But hey, I can give it a try.
It's from 1987, so it's a classic. It's so good.
Okay. Look at us swapping movies.
My favorite war movie though is We Were Soldiers, definitely.
Yeah, mine is definitely Braveheart. Definitely.
You'll like We Were Soldiers.
Yeah. I think I cried in that too.
Yeah, I did too.
I cried in it. I cried in Notebook.
Notebook.
Listen, I love a good romantic type of novel, man. Like Notebook, I was just like, oh my God.
Yes. A Star Is Born.
Let me see. I think I've seen that. I gotta,
There's A Star Is Born.
Sounds familiar.
The classic one with Barbara Streisand is the classic one. And then there's a newer one that came out that has Lady Gaga played the lead role. And,
okay.
And Bradley Cooper.
Okay, so yeah, now it rings a bell. I did want to see that, but I haven't seen that one because
it's really good.
Got Lady Gaga in or whatever. Yep, I've seen that.
Oh, it's
but
really
I didn't see it.
Oh my God,
but
it's
I
so
wanted
good.
to see it.
You'll cry. Scarface is one of my favorite movies.
Oh yeah, I love it too. If we want to get into the other stuff, Snowfall.
I haven't ever watched that.
Oh my God, Snowfall.
Is that a movie or a show?
It's a show.
Is Snowfall on Netflix?
Snowfall's on Hulu.
Okay, where can I watch Power? Because do you know I've never watched
Power is on Stars. Now what Hulu is doing is they'll let you add the Star app. At the time, I know for me for like $1 and something, like $1.09, you can add it on to the Hulu app. But that's for Power and all 50 Cent shows. Pretty much, come on, BMF, Power.
And see, that's why I had never watched Tariq, is because
like all that.
I don't have Stars.
But you got Hulu, right?
I have Hulu.
Yeah, you can add that Star app to your Hulu plan for like $1. I think it's $1.99. You have the whole Stars, and you can add. That's where you can. Yeah, you add that to your plan, and that's it.
Like we don't even have cable. We all have Roku.
We have that too. We got that internet, but yet I'm still able to watch everything everybody else watch.
I will tell you, my guilty pleasure is reality shows though. I love all that shit. I'm
not saying I don't like reality shows, like, because trust me, I love my little dramas and I love the hip hops. I love my, what else I be watching? I remember one time I had to loving hip hop.
The wives. What's it called?
Housewives of Atlanta, things like that.
Yes, I love all that shit. Bad Girls Club.
Definitely the Bad Girls Club.
I love the Bad Girls Club.
I remember when me and my sister, we was younger, we wanted to try out for that. We wanted to try out to actually be on that show because we was like, we just want to go in there and just fight the girls. When we was younger. So we actually tried out, and I remember us going, and then I remember they wanted to call me back, but I was like, no, I want to do it with my sister. I don't want to go in there without my sister or whatever. So I turned it down, but this is when we was way younger or whatever. But it was funny because we just want to go in there. We just want to go in there and fight the girls.
Beat these bitches down.
Yes, that was funny. I love me some Bad Girls. Boy, they crazy.
That is my guilty pleasures, reality TV. But I also like 60 Days In. Is one of my favorite.
You talking about when the people sign up to go to jail for 60 days and they be finding out? Yes, I saw. That's why I have different apps. Like I got the Disney, I have the HBO Max, I have Prime, I have Netflix,
Peacock,
Hulu,
Peacock.
Yep, Peacock. I got this other little thing too. I got a whole bunch of other Black owned apps as well. So each day I can go in and just see when I want my drama, when I need my romantic, when I need to be scared, or when I need to, you know what I'm saying? I have different
I can't watch scary movies anymore. For the longest time, I was addicted to scary movies, loved them. Now, I will say this, by scary, only one type of movie, like, legitimately scares me, and that's the paranormal shit. Anything to do with paranormal, like I own every Paranormal Activity movie that has ever existed. I watched them and they scared the living fuck out of me.
Now they're the only ones that can see. My thing is this: I don't really watch scary movies like that, but if it makes sense, I like to watch scary movies.
Yeah.
The reason why I don't is because later on at night or something, it may fool me. I may hear a noise and be like,
well, I had some crazy shit happen to me. Like,
did you hear that? And I'm like, see, I shouldn't have watched that. I don't know why I love to watch them, but can't watch them at the same time, if that makes sense, because it's just like later on, it's just.
Well, I had some crazy, demonic, crazy shit happen to me. And it was scary as fuck. And I started researching it because I thought I was going crazy. And I'm like, if I tell people about this, they're going to think I'm batshit crazy. And I started just researching it, and it said that like the paranormal shows and movies and stuff like that can open the door and
I heard about
to the spiritual realm to let that shit in. And so I fucking closed that fucking door. I'm like, well, fuck that. I'm not watching that shit no more.
Yeah. Now, what's so funny is my sister, like, she's never been a fan of scary movies. Like, you cannot get her to watch a scary movie.
Yeah.
She's like, she won't. I like for all these years that we've been growing up and stuff. She never liked it. You cannot get her to watch a scary movie. She's not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I won't either now. Now, for a long time, hell, I went and saw the movie Saw, the very first one, in theaters by myself. Like I was, but like gore, if it's gory and stuff, that don't scare me at all. Yeah. Stuff like Freddy Krueger. That don't scare me. None of that scares
now, I'm sorry, Freddy did mess with me a little bit now when I was younger. Now. I'm like, okay, Freddy.
You know who got me when I was a kid? Candyman.
Oh, yeah. Him too. Woo! Yeah, them the ones where I'd be like, okay, I'm not looking in no mirror. Let me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me turn this light on real quick.
Girl, my mean-ass cousin, she was 3 years older than me. And when Candyman first came out, I think I was maybe 9 or 10. Something like that. And I was spending the night at her house. They had rented Candyman. We watched it. I was scared as fuck. This bitch takes me in the bathroom and locks me in the bathroom and starts looking in the mirror, turns the lights out, and starts going, Candyman. Candyman. And I'm going, stop!
I bet you was going ballistic,
like
boy.
I was screaming to the top of my lungs, stop!
Yeah. See? And it's so funny when you kids, because like some of the stuff, now that I'm thinking about it, some of the stuff we did as kids was crazy. Like 4th of July, we'll all have our bikes, right? We'll like those, those firecrackers that you can hold in your hand, you're supposed to pop them in the air. We would literally be on our bikes. Yeah, we would literally be on our bikes and popping them at each other. The next morning, people would have like little burnt marks and stuff on their backs from the night before and stuff. And then another game we used to play, we'll take the lighters, and what you do is you'll take the lighter and you'll hold it like this for a little second. And then we would chase each other with it, burning each other on the backs and stuff like that. Next morning, everybody got like burnt marks on their arms and legs and things like that. We was doing some crazy stuff as kids.
Yeah. Like we did crazy stuff too, man. Times have changed because now kids are all about video games. At least mine is.
My 12-year-old video game head. God. You know what I'm saying? My 2 youngest one, TikToks, YouTubes. I'm like I literally bought the Disney app for them because I'm like, some of my childhood movies is on here. Little Mermaid. I'm like, I got a daughter, so I want to share it. I'm the only one watching the Disney app in the house.
I love Disney movies. The Little Mermaid's one of my favorite.
Yes, I love that's it. But I'm just like, y'all all on YouTube, and they like to watch people eat stuff and play with toys, and I'm just like, yo, where's the real movies that like we grew up to watching this and that, and y'all want to watch?
My son will be playing. He loves Minecraft. And so he'll be sitting there playing Minecraft while watching somebody else play Minecraft on a YouTube video at the same time. I'm like,
that's them.
What are you doing?
Right. I'm like, where's the Beauty and the Beast? Where is especially my daughter, she's a TikTok, YouTube.
I love TikTok. I love my
She loves her some JoJo, what's her name? JoJo. She's a singer. I'm finna get it. JoJo Swigger.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Yep, but that's what they into. I'm just like, you know what? I bought this Disney app for y'all, but I might as well just go ahead and bought it. Let me go ahead and watch it.
Yeah. I had the Disney Plus on my Roku, and then I ended up just canceling it because
I just pretty much keep it for me now.
I can't afford. I try not to get stuff that I don't avidly watch because I can't really afford it right now.
I think I'm honestly like just holding on to it because I'm hoping that one day they will.
Yeah.
Get into it. Like my 12-year-old son, I put him on like a lot of stuff that I grew up watching and stuff like that, and he actually loves it.
Yeah.
So that makes me feel good. So that's what I thought I was gonna. I think the other two, you know, they young right now, 5 and 6,
yeah.
so they really ain't. But as they start to get older, I can kind of like, you know, because it feels good to show.
Me and my son shared a great moment. Probably about a month ago, we watched 8 Mile. I'm like, you're finally.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, you're finally at that age. I'm gonna let you watch 8 Mile. Mine is 2 scenes. You're gonna have to cover your eyes during 2 scenes. But other than those 2 scenes,
we're not saying cover your eyes like this.
Well, actually, I had forgot about the one scene with Eminem's mom. And so I told him one scene because they're the scene with Eminem and Brittany Murphy, R.I.P. Mm-hmm. But then we're watching it, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, Eminem busts in and catches dude screwing his mom or whatever. And my son, Jackson's eyes went, "Is this the scene?"
Is this the scene?
You know, I'm his mom. That's gotta be awkward as shit. You know what I mean?
But that's what happens with like some stuff I'll be watching too or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff that we watch, I don't allow them to watch and things like that.
Me
but
too.
My 12-year-old, it's the same with him, but some stuff that I watch, I don't even expect or know that that's getting ready to happen. I'm like, see me close eyes, see me close eyes, see me close eyes. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I didn't know this was gonna happen.
Remember, it's been a while back when you were talking about on Twitter how you love to read, and I suggested you read The Shack. Did you ever read it yet?
I have not read it yet, but I got a book collection all over here because what happened is not too long ago we started a book club on Facebook. So like I have all these books, so we've been suggesting books and actually reading books and things like that. So I'm gonna get into it again, but it's just been a bit, my world right now has just been a bit busy.
Oh yeah, I understand.
You know what I'm saying right now, but when I definitely get some downtime, I definitely
it's will what read. It looks like. The other
somebody told me about this one. You didn't tell me about this one, did you? You told me about some other books.
A Child Called It.
I got a book called The Cellar. I got the Rick Ross book too. That's a good book that he just recently.
But The Shack, this book right here.
That's the one I need to get. And I think I got it in my cart.
My sponsor, when I got out of rehab, suggested that I read this book. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a huge reader. Like, I'll read the first chapter, and if I don't get into it, I'm done. I won't keep reading it. And honey, I've read this book 4 times. You see it's bookmarked because I've started reading it to my son. Now the movie, they have the movie The Shack too that's out, but the book is so much better than the movie. I mean,
they always do that. Like the book be totally different from the movie, or the movie's totally different from the book. So
the book is so much better than the movie. And then they have this too. It's The Shack Revisited, where it explains The Shack for people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it goes more into depth. Like my stepmom says this book is sacrilegious. And when you read it, you'll understand why some people might think that. Now, I don't believe that because I think God can show up and manifest himself however or whenever he wants. But this book changed who I am as a person. It changed how I look at life. It changed me spiritually. It is just an amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it too because I remember I know you recommended me to read a few books, and I bought some of them on the list that was given to me. I got to get back into reading once again. Life has taken its place, but anytime I get downtime, that's when I go into reading. That's just like too when I told you about my book I wrote. I haven't released yet. It's done. It's just that it's so much that be going on right now. And see, like me, I'm the type that I do a lot of things. Right. And I'm always trying to figure out, like, I don't want to say I necessarily quit quickly. I won't even say quit. It's just that something else will catch my attention. And I'm like, oh, I want to do this now.
Yeah.
Like this morning, you know what I'm saying? I used to sew back then or whatever. And I was like, I'm selling clothes and stuff like now, but I was like, now I want to make bikinis, but I want my own brand. Like, you know, I'm always just like, okay, let me go in here and see how I do this or see how I do that, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's why I said this year, I'm just going to step out, have all these things going and see which one works for me.
There you go.
Because see, my thing is like, I get bored quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's like the number one problem.
I can understand that. Like with me, you know, I was a nurse for 20 years and I thought that's what I would be doing until I retired. You know, I thought that was my calling. That was, and it was for that time period. But I'll be honest with you, I miss it so fucking much. I miss it every single day. And unfortunately though, physically, I can't do it, you know. If I could, I'd still be doing it, you know. I never in a million years thought I'd be doing what I'm doing now, ever. Is he waving or something?
It's time for him to do his little job. Make sure y'all tune in.
Yep.
It's the Queen's podcast.
Y'all make sure y'all comment below y'all's thoughts, what y'all think of this. Also, our episodes will be premiering every Sunday as long as there's no kind of like emergencies or anything. The episodes will be premiering every Sunday on my channel at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. We hope y'all enjoyed episode 1. And y'all leave us, if y'all want to hear us discuss some certain topics, let us know in the comments.
Please.
We'll be happy to discuss whatever, anything.
Anything, as you can see, what episode 1 was about. Everything and anything.
Yeah, make sure y'all please like this video on your way out. It's a lot more important than you think. And please subscribe to my channel. And we'll be keeping y'all updated on her channel and let y'all know when that starts so y'all can subscribe there. And we'll see y'all next time.
Yep, it's been
April
fun.
G, the Bar Queen, and
Queen Berry
with the Queen's Podcast.
Right, we out.
All right, peace out, y'all.